Here's the number one thing every gym owner should have done before they opened their doors. It's simple. Generate 1,000 leads or more. Why do I say 1,000 leads? Well, because I know that with 1,000 leads, we can get 200 members or more in some cases before the doors of that facility open. And here's the other problem. A lot of times, once the doors open, there's way less time to sell memberships, to build processes, to grow your business, to work on marketing, to work on follow-up, to work on sales, to work on upsells, and to train your team to do those things. Why is it harder? I say it's harder after you open because you have bills to pay. First off, like you have rent, you have taxes, payroll taxes, and taxes on the money that you're making as a business owner, which means that you've got to track those books. You're gonna have rent to pay and payroll to pay. You're gonna have team members to manage, and not only that, but you're gonna have members to manage and complaints and an entire building to clean. So this whole stack of things all of a sudden kick in as soon as you open the doors. But before you open the doors, you have this clean space where there are definitely things to do for sure. But I mean, once you open the doors, you add a whole lot of things to your list. So in that protected window of time, if every owner before they open their second or third facility or before they open their first facility generates 1,000 leads, I can tell you in the past, me and my team here at Members on Demand have helped people open with 200 or more members in boutique fitness facilities just by doing that one thing with actually less than 1,000 leads in a lot of cases. So if you open after you have generated 1,000 or more leads, many people can get at least 200 membership sales if they have a decent pre-sale process. Then, once you open the doors, you can have all sorts of things like a soft opening party and a grand opening party and a bring a friend to the gym week and a bring your partner to the gym week and you get it, on so on and so forth to get a lot of referrals. And all those things happen after you open the doors. See, the problem is that many of us in the industry know a lot about providing a good workout, about being swole, about helping other people get lean and shredded and all of these things. But the business side is completely different than being a good trainer or being a good group fitness coach. It's a whole nother world. And the things that make the biggest difference in a fitness facility are your ability to generate leads, like people that share with you their contact information, and the ability to do that on purpose, not just here and there as they happen to express interest, but the ability to generate leads on purpose, on demand, and in a scalable way where you can turn the volume of leads up or down. The ability to make sure that those leads book appointments and show up, which would be the follow-up piece, and the ability to close those memberships. Now, if you could focus on those things before your facility opens, now you've got a little bit of an edge on the rest of the competition. And the majority of the people who open up fitness facilities out there these days, if they're a big corporate chain, they do an excellent job in the pre-sale. If they are one of the more advanced franchises, they do an excellent job in the pre-sale. But everybody else either does a crappy job in the pre-sale or they don't do a pre-sale at all. And particularly independent owners are notorious for not doing any sort of pre-sale, which is a really tough thing to deal with later on. So give yourself an edge by starting with a really powerful pre-sale in your first location or in your second location if you're listening to this now. And if you want help with bringing more people in through the doors, there's a link below this video. And if you click that link, there are free resources available, things that'll help you get more members right now. There, you'll find a link to my book, the Gym Membership Sales Book, that's based on what I've studied, what I've learned, what I've tested, what I've tried over the last close to 20 years in the fitness industry, and what my wife and I are currently using in our 6 fitness studios right now today, not just to get more members, but to keep them for the long haul. Speaking of keeping people for the long haul, you could do all of those things like generate the leads, book the appointments, close the sales before your doors open if you have a good process. Then once the doors open, you have one other thing to add to the list, and that's retention, member retention. I've built some trainings and some videos on that, so feel free to check out the free resources. But if you do retention well, you don't have to work as hard to bring people in through the doors. And a lot of new owners don't think about churn rate because there's not really any churn to speak of in your first 6 months or so. And then the actual churn of the business starts to kick in and starts to become normalized maybe a year or two into owning the business. So those are all the things you have to do after the doors are open. You might as well get an edge on building those systems out before the doors open, before you have that long list of things to do. And if you want help bringing people in through the doors, my team and I will do that for you. We'll generate the leads, we'll book the appointments, and we'll train you on all of our systems in all aspects of the business. So if you think that might be of use to you, you can click the link below this video where you find the free membership growth resources, the gym membership sales book, and you'll also get the ability to book a call with a team member, and the two of you will be able to figure out if getting our help with what you're looking to do is a good fit for your business. So the team and I will look forward to seeing you there, and good luck growing that gym.